Massimo. You shouldn't be in this building.
Why? Do I pose some sort of threat?
No.
Then you won't mind if I continue my conversation, my private conversation with my son.
Massimo. Anything you want to say to me, you can say in front of Dad. Oh, boy.
Thomas.
What's up, Mr. Ramirez?
A lot. If you're not careful, we're gonna put you to work.
I was just looking for Caitlin.
She didn't show up?
Show up where?
Forrester Creations. She had an interview with your father.
Was I right?
So good. This is so not what I expected from today.
You disappointed?
Are you kidding?
Well, you know, you were supposed to meet with Ridge Forrester, fashion legend.
Oh, this is way better. I mean, Ridge might not have wanted to go to lunch, and then I would have missed my chance to eat at the Cafe Ruse.
I'm gonna talk to Ridge, and I'm gonna tell him how impressed I am with your designs.
Really? Because this is what I wanted since I was 4.
Seriously?
Seriously, I used to make outfits for my dolls.
Wow, I mean, you knew that young.
Yeah. I mean, you know my mom. I guess it runs in the family.
Well, sure, but, I mean, you didn't know that, right? Your dad didn't tell you that she was an artist.
No, he didn't. I guess some things are just genetic.
I guess they are.
Save yourself the trouble, Massimo. We've heard everything you have to say, everything you have to offer. If Ridge were interested in being a Marone, he wouldn't be here.
We were lied to, Eric. That's the reason why there is such distance between us right now.
No, it's not. Marone, he saw through you and all your promises of undying loyalty.
Look, whatever happened, however we got here, it's for the best.
No.
I'm out, Massimo. I don't want to be part of your legacy.
Whether you want to or not, Ridge, you cannot deny who you are.
No, he can't. That's why he's here, where he belongs.
He doesn't fit in here, and he never will.
You gave him a chance to be a part of the Marone dynasty, and you failed. Let's all move on.
Move on? Ridge, how did you respond when we asked you to move on from Brooke and this child? The son that you felt in your heart and soul was of your own flesh and blood. The pull that you felt defied all logic, all explanation. Because that's the way it is with fathers and son. It's an unbreakable bond. You know it then, and you know it now.
You should have come.
Well, I knew the longer we waited, the more awkward it would be.
This isn't awkward.
It doesn't really have to be. I mean, if we just are honest with each other.
Let's do that. Let's do that. I'd like that. Let's be honest. Let's just lay it on the line. How do you feel? Relieved? Thrilled? Happy? I mean, you got what you wanted, didn't you?
Not exactly.
I never wanted to hurt you.
Hey, Brooke, don't worry about me, okay? You just sail off on the good ship Forrester.
I'm not worried about you. I know you'll be fine. You'll probably meet some woman who will make you happier than I ever did, or love you than I ever could. And then I'll really hate her guts.
Good.
Well, think about it this way. If you did marry me, you'd have to live with me for the rest of your life.
I could think of worse things.
Me too. Why don't you come over to dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yes, dinner.
I don't think so.
Okay, then you and we will get together for lunch.
I'm booked.
We can't just pretend this never happened.
Why not?
Because it did. And you...
What? What? Tell me, what?
We just need to make this work.
Go home, Brooke. Okay? You got a nice life waiting for you. Go home!
Pushing me! I need you in my life. As
Why
a
do you
part of
keep
my
pushing
life.
this? Why?
Because, Nick, I need you. Now, if that makes me a spoiled, rotten, selfish bitch, then that's who I am, okay? I need you.
Never gave up on your son, and I will never give up on you.
But you did.
No.
He's right. Worse than giving up, you turned your back on me, Massimo. The scary part is it almost worked. You almost got your way. I was that close to walking out on Brooke. She damn near married Nick. Now when I look at you, that's all I see. What would have happened? What would have happened if I'd kept on listening to you and Jackie and Mother? You guys damn near would have kept us apart forever.
You'd think that I don't regret listening to Jacqueline, huh? I regret our entire marriage. Ever since she told me, I've been going over it in my mind, and I can't understand how I missed the sign.
It wasn't that you missed it. You just kept your head buried in the sand. I told you she had an agenda. There's something wasn't right about the way she was acting.
She was drinking. She was keeping secrets.
Still, you trusted her over me.
I had no way of knowing what she had done. For God's sake, I thought she was having an affair. Hell, I could have handled that sooner than this. Ridge, she's gone. She's out of my life. Doesn't that tell you something?
Yeah, it tells me you don't like to be made a fool of, Massimo. And it tells me you realized a little too late how wrong you were.
It's not too late. It is never too late. We are father and son. God, Ridge, what more can I do?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's nothing more to do, Massimo. I don't want anything from you.
And your children? You think I have nothing to offer them?
I didn't say that.
Ridge, he is my grandson. I haven't even seen him.
Just give Brooke some time, will you?
And then?
And then we'll have you over to dinner or something.
At least you're opening the door.
An inch, Massimo. It's not an invitation for you to bulldoze your way into my life. We're gonna do this on my terms.
That's fine. I'm not gonna pressure you, Rich. I won't have to. You'll come back to your true family on your own.
Caitlin's interviewing with my dad?
You didn't know?
I can't believe she didn't tell me.
Well, she probably didn't want you exerting undue influence.
Which I would have. Or at least tried.
I'm sure that's true.
Actually, I'm not surprised my dad didn't tell me. He's been kind of busy. He delivered Brooke's baby last night.
Himself?
Yep. It wasn't the way they planned it, but everything turned out okay, and now I have a new little brother.
You do? I was under the impression that...
We all were. But we were wrong. They did another paternity test, and my dad's the father.
That's great, Thomas.
Yeah, I wanted to tell Caitlin because she's had to hear me worry about it all summer.
Is that what you two talk about?
Yeah. And her getting her mother back.
Sounds like the two of you have gotten pretty close.
Yeah. Well, close. I mean, you know what it's like. We kind of talk a little bit, and we're not. It's like.
Relax. I like you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I mean, I know I seem a little overprotective at times. But
No.
I just don't want my daughter growing up too fast.
I can understand that.
Good. Then I won't have to break both your legs. That's a joke.
Oh. So you would be okay with me taking your daughter on a date to a movie or something?
Well, I don't know how much time she's going to have with her new job or internship or whatever it is at Forrester.
Oh, she'll get it. She's got a definite future in this business. Oh, you don't like that idea?
Thomas, it's the fashion industry is an alternate reality. Everything is based on what you look like, not who you are inside. And that's not how I raised my daughter. Those aren't her values.
Well, you don't have to worry about Caitlin. I mean, if she were in Milan or New York, maybe, but she's at Forrester. It's a family-run business. My dad and grandfather are huge on integrity, taking care of their people. I promise you, Mr. Ramirez, Caitlin's in good hands.
So what happened?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know, I guess I just wanted too much from her. You know, I wanted Amber to be something that she wasn't.
Well, you two came from two different worlds, so.
No. I needed her to be honest. Which is how she comes across at first, you know, put it all out there, Amber, but it was an act. It was all an act. And you could look her straight in the eye and not know whether she was telling the truth.
Excuse me. May I get anything else for you?
No thanks, I'm fine.
Well, I guess that'll be it for us. Just put that on my tab.
Of course.
This was really great, thank you.
It was my pleasure. I really enjoyed getting to spend some time with you. You know, I have a feeling we'll be spending a lot more time together in the future.
I hope so.
You know, Ridge, it might take a while before he gets in touch. Him and my mom just got back together.
Wait, they did? Oh my gosh. I mean, I saw them at the wedding, but I wasn't sure.
Well, it didn't really become official until last night.
Thomas must be so happy.
Thomas?
I mean, I just know how worried he was about his dad.
You met when you were interns.
He's so great.
Yeah, he's a great kid. Well, I mean, he's not a kid, he's your age. So you guys have been hanging out?
Yeah. You know, we just talk sometimes. That's it.
Well, that's wonderful. It's wonderful. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry I've kept you so long.
No, I really enjoyed it. But it's time to get back to the real world, so.
Yeah.
You are spoiled rotten. That's one of the things I like best.
See? Where else could I get that?
You made your choice.
There wasn't really any choice.
Oh,
Oh, gosh, you know what I meant.
you start talking about your destiny with Ridge, and I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, then I won't.
Appreciate that.
So, where do we go from here?
You're asking me?
Look, I don't want to force you into anything.
Yes, you do.
Okay? Yes, I do. I can't help it. I miss you. It hasn't been that long.
Well, not for you, it hasn't. It was very nice of you to come.
Nice had nothing to do with it.
Well, whatever. You shouldn't be here. I don't have a lot of experience in all of this, but I do know that this whole let's be friends crap doesn't work. People say it, but they don't really mean it.
I do.
Well, I don't. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your brother-in-law. I don't want to be Uncle Nick. And I think it sucks that you ask.
Since when has this been fair to any of us? Nick, you don't want to talk about destiny. You don't want to talk about fate. Well, there's a reason why you came into my life and a reason why we grew so close. And we thought we knew what that was, but we don't. We didn't, and that doesn't mean we just walk away from each other. Look at me. Please. Tell me you won't walk away.
I think I'm a little lost for words right now. But I'll tell you this. If I catch you crying over Forrester, I'll have something to say about that.
Oh, that won't be necessary. But that was really sweet of you to offer.
What are friends for?
Now look who's making me cry.
I'm gonna get my bucket and go to the store.
Okay.
Why don't you sit down and rest for a second? Thanks for coming by.
He's taking advantage of you, Rich. He's playing on your sympathies.
I can handle Massimo.
You can't let your guard down.
I won't. I won't. Look, if I shut him out completely, he'll plot to take over the company or something like that. He's lost a lot, Dad.
I don't think that was much of a marriage to begin with.
I'm not just talking about his marriage. He lost that dream of what his family was going to be. And he lost me. At least in every way that mattered to him. I just can't kick a guy when he's down.
All I'm saying is that you better keep an eye on him.
You don't have to tell me that. In the long run, what's he gonna do, huh? What can he do? It's the way it is. I'm a Forrester. This is my home, this is where I belong.
You can't know how much it means to me to hear you say that.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry it took so long. Sometimes you gotta learn things the hard way, you know?
You don't owe me an apology. And you don't owe Massimo anything. What bothers me is this soft spot you have for him.
Dad, come on. The guy was head over heels in love with Jackie. Are you gonna tell me you didn't relate to that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I can't believe is that the Jackie I knew would play God with lives like that.
Yeah, after what she did. Just wait until I get my hands on her. That is, if Brooke hasn't already gotten to her.
Darling, I know you don't want to talk. Nick may not want to talk to you, but I definitely have something to say.